I love that. I was going to sit here staring into the cameras.
No, I couldn't do it. We did that last time, and I was like, God damn it, do I edit this or do I leave it in?
Nah, you
like,
got to keep it in there.
I did. I left it in. I was like, I'm just going to leave it. Welcome back, guys.
Yeah, hey,
We're on
episode 23.
Yeah, we definitely didn't just have to confirm that with each other. That was 23 episodes deep.
We forgot how to count, so yeah, it's okay.
I don't even know what comes after this one, to be honest with you.
Probably 27.
Probably.
29.
All I know
That's a pretty high number,
is
man.
3 more weeks, 3 more episodes. We're 6 months deep in this bitch.
Damn.
Yeah, but
That's
crazy.
That's a full-on commitment.
Dude.
I'm just saying, like,
That means we beat out 90% of other podcasts.
boom,
So, bam.
boom. We're out here living it, and it's all because you guys keep listening. So we're like, all right, cool. You guys are gonna keep listening. We're gonna keep recording.
Stop.
Please don't stop. Also,
I really like this. This is fun.
Find us and
I
like
know.
us on Patreon.
Even if we do lose like half our listeners, find us on Patreon. Even if we lose like half our listeners, I'm gonna be honest, I'm still gonna record because it's just a
Fuck
habit.
yeah.
it's more therapeutic at this
Yeah,
point now.
exactly.
Like, we could
It's
just
part of the routine. I look
fair.
forward to
off our
Mondays.
chest. Yeah.
Yeah. Saturdays aren't for the boys anymore. Mondays are for the
Mondays are
boys.
the boys. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we can't have girls on this podcast.
I mean, we could, but
Just kidding.
we would not.
I forgot Jake's a huge sexist.
No, don't throw that out there.
No, I'm playing it.
Only a little bit.
He's only a little bit sexist. Yeah.
Oh shit, we're back.
Oh, my
I
God.
love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Mondays are my favorite days. That's why I'm glad that we record on Mondays because everybody hates Mondays except for me. I love them
Yeah, but
because
this
I get to
gets
spend the
released
day in
on
the studio.
This gets released on Tuesdays, though.
Yeah, but
Doesn't matter.
we're
That's
here
when we're
on
spending our Monday
Mondays.
doing it.
Yeah,
That's true. That's
Tuesdays it gets released, so everybody else is like, "Cool, I got to look forward to Tuesday," but we get to look forward to Monday.
Hell yeah.
All we do is drink coffee, shoot the shit, and then drink beer.
Yeah.
Kind of nice.
One of the guys in here, before we started recording, I went and got myself more coffee. And he's like, "Oh, surprised you guys haven't switched over to beer yet." And I was like, "Nah, dude, it's too early." He's like, "It's afternoon." And I was like, "You're not wrong.
Yeah, good point.
You're
A
not
stranger
wrong."
convinced you to start drinking.
I'm not drinking, it's
but
coffee.
also, also, all the beer's gone. So,
Oh, is it?
yeah,
Well,
I
then,
figured.
I don't, you know what?
figured.
I'm over this studio.
Yeah.
Well, I'm out.
We gotta
I'm out.
relocate.
I'm living out.
It'll be gone for like another day and a half, so
Yeah.
we survive.
It's all good.
I know.
I actually, I can't remember the last time I'd be here.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks, I think. But
I mean,
I'll tell
preloaded,
you
I
what,
get hammered
I
before I
could've-
come out here, and then
I could have used one when we watched fucking Birdemic last week.
That was fucking-
Jesus
oh my
Christ.
God.
That was a
Terrible.
shit show.
it was not a good situation.
Oh, that was
I
bad.
really hope that they get that fucking copyright thing sorted out.
Yeah. So we got confirmation from their studio a while back, but then there was some sort of YouTube algorithm situation with them. So we have to wait for the studio to get back to YouTube before we can re-upload Birdemic onto our channel.
Which is
So
exactly why I let him take the lead on that, because fuck that.
it's actually not that bad. It's
I
just as long as you get somebody to greenlight your stuff, then it's not that bad.
Well, it's just
I
going to
just
be
don't have the
YouTube.
patience.
It's just YouTube getting a hands on what they want to do
Yeah,
because they get that all the fucking time.
YouTube actually automatically analyzes all your videos, and if they see that it matches up with copyrighted content, they're automatically going to flag it,
Right.
and then they're going to send a confirmation to the copyright holder.
Yeah.
So
Which is so stupid. Why don't you just request confirmation first before it gets copyrighted, and then be like, if they say, okay, it's good to go, then they don't ever have to worry about it. Because think about it this way.
to cover their own ass.
it makes sense to block it first, and then
I guess I know, but think about it
look at
this
the
way:
confirmation.
what if what if that was like money for us? Like we counted on.
Well, that
it.
happens all the time.
It fucking sucks.
All the time, dude.
I know.
Yeah, that's not really YouTube's problem. I don't think.
No.
They just have to do with
You
it.
know, listen, that's it. Switching over to Vimeo or whatever that other one is.
Venmo.
No, Vimeo, not Venmo. Venmo's the
like,
Cash
oh,
app.
Viagra.
Well, there's another channel or whatever that's like it's like basically music. Is it
It's Vimeo.
Vimeo?
Vimeo.
Is that
That's
Vimeo?
Vimeo.
Pretty sure
Yeah.
it's Vimeo.
It's the
Do
only
the
other
same
ones I
exact
know of that are
format.
big are Vimeo and Live Leaks. Those are the only.
Yeah.
You can put anything on Live Leaks. We talked about that last week.
Hey, I'll go ahead and post Birdemic online.
Yeah, fuck it. Just throw it up there. Bet we get more views. I don't
There you
give a
go.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love it. Anyways, let's get the skills out of the way that we
Yeah.
did last week. Let's just throw them out there. I'm gonna go first because mine was boring as shit. I'm supposed to meet men 10 people.
10
Words.
men's.
Words.
10 men's.
I like talking fast, but sometimes my brain doesn't catch up. Anyways,
part
I
of
was
it,
supposed to
man.
meet 10 new people. I'm at like 30 because I'm a fucking bartender and it's really easy to
Yeah, I was
meet
gonna say
new
10
people.
people. You do that in
and
like
stuff
20
like that.
minutes.
Now, I did
So-
hand out 10 business cards.
Nice.
There you
go.
So that's
Perfect.
That's
That's
good.
a
enough
good-
for me.
that's a good-
That's a
I was
perfect
like,
counter.
Cool.
Yeah,
I even met a
that's a good way to
guy. Went
measure
to a
that.
new bar this week by myself. And I was going for
Jake.
food. I was just
Oh,
going for
right,
food.
right.
And I was like, well, nobody's going to go with me. So I went and got food because I'd heard this place was good. Went there. and I had some food, had a drink, met a guy that's an HVAC contractor.
You fell in love?
Who wants
Nice.
to buy a house in
Now
Wisconsin.
they're moving to Cabo.
Yeah. We are getting married. No, he's an HVAC contractor and he wants to buy a house in Wisconsin, like in Beloit. So
Very cool. Dude, that's perfect.
Let's go. I gave him my business card. And then I met the owner of the bar. He was
Nice.
just sitting there at the bar and he introduced himself. So I was like, cool. That's 2 connections already.
Good shit.
Yeah, man. That's good.
Killing it. So yeah, that was mine. Mine was easy. Who's
Very
next?
cool.
Nice. I made jambalaya. I ate it.
Fuck you, you asshole.
Actually,
Where
I
is my-
can't talk shit.
I can. I have never chosen to make food on this podcast as a skill. So fuck you
Yeah,
and
I'm sorry.
fuck you.
I was
I
gonna-
could have had jambalaya followed up by blueberry crumble, but now because you 2 selfish assholes, I get none of them and I starve. Thanks.
But just to rub it in, it was fucking amazing.
I bet it tastes like shit.
Jambalaya is so fucking good.
I bet it
Did you
was
slow
so
cook it?
fucking bad.
Sorry, you slow cook it?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. Get a little crock pot.
Fuck you. You
So
didn't even
good.
make it. I know you didn't.
Oh,
Fuck
I got
you.
pictures somewhere.
Because
Yeah, show me.
I love like instead of like cooking the rice, like, you just fucking throw it all into the broth and everything and let it cook.
Oh yeah. Soaks up all that flavor. Yeah, it's super good.
Cool. Glad that I didn't get to try any of it. I'm super glad.
I can stop
Bro,
and
you
get
can go make your own
You're gonna
jambalaya.
have to make jambalaya tonight. I'm gonna be honest with you.
tonight. The fuck? I mean, we do
Take
have
some
the crock
time,
pot.
man.
Yeah, it
Or
takes some
okay,
time.
tomorrow.
I mean, I could just cut out the middleman.
Jambalaya tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
We should just have. We need a Cajun place in this town.
We do
Right?
need a Cajun.
Yeah.
Why is there
or
not?
a barbecue? There's no barbecue place either.
No.
Well, there's a I guess that is kind of far away. There's a barbecue spot that's out by Poplar. Yeah, it's a little bit south.
Yeah. Okay. There's. Yeah. I've been there before, but
It's like Pino's Pint or Pino's Pit.
Penis's pit?
Penis
The
is pit.
penis
pit.
pit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Penis pit. I started watching this new show. I don't know why I'm even thinking about this, but I started watching this new show. And
Game
in
of
the
Thrones,
show,
tons of dicks.
the girl like accidentally. It's New Girl. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
was,
yeah, I like that show.
I
a
was
lot.
told to watch it, and I was
It's
forced
awesome.
into watching it. It's a great
No, it's
show.
hilarious.
It's a great
Yeah,
show.
I love it.
But she walks in on the one roommate
Oh,
naked
yeah.
dancing, and she can't say the word penis, so she just keeps saying
Your
weird.
peen.
Yeah, she keeps saying like the weirdest words for his penis, and he's like, "Stop! Please stop calling it
Talk
that."
about the elephant in the room.
Oh, I love
Actually,
it.
the guy that plays what's his name? Nick. Like
Nick?
yeah,
Nick.
he's actually the Spider-Man in the older Spider-Man in Into
Oh,
the
in
Spider-Verse.
No
Into
shit.
the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
The
Same
first
guy.
one that dies.
The original.
No. He's like
wow.
he's like the main character.
It's been out forever.
So
Listen. There's a 1 month cap on spoilers. It's been way over a month.
Fuck.
So he-
Listen, if it's on Netflix, fuck you.
is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
I'm watching it
Netflix,
when I
yeah.
go home then.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
listen.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
I
you haven't
wanted
seen
to
it?
see it. Yeah.
It's something that happens like way
Oh
early.
yeah,
on,
it's
so don't worry
super
about
early. It doesn't even ruin
so
anything.
before, okay,
Yeah, don't
I
worry
get-
about
never
that.
mind.
Yeah, you're
We're
good.
No, it
We're
ruins nothing for the storyline.
Yeah, you're fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
But
He's
no,
an unimportant
so
Spider-Man.
he's like the
Well,
the
they're
older
all
fatter.
important, man.
He's like the old fat Spider-Man, like from the
Oh,
way later in the future, so.
okay, that
Nice,
one.
gotcha.
Nice. I didn't
So,
know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always wondered because our friend group always like they all watch New Girl.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd never seen it, and so they would do the game of which person is that person in New Girl, and they would always call me Schmidt. And I was like, I don't know what that means, but who is like?
Yeah.
Am I being? And I was so pissed because I'm like, am I being insulted or is this?
I know,
a good
that's the
thing?
worst
Then
part.
I watched the
No,
show
I-
and I'm like, nice.
Yeah.
That's like the most. They don't give compliments, but that was a compliment. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'll take it. You know what?
It's funny that you say that because I get Nick all the time. So yeah.
Yeah, I
God,
think
yeah.
I can't remember who it was. It's like the friend or whatever. That's
There's-
like
Well, they all live there. There's Coach, Winston, Nick, and Schmidt, and then there's Cece, and then there's
Cece's
Jess.
hot as hell.
Cece,
Oh my god.
Cece and Schmidt. What up? I got a good outlook now. Everybody that's never seen this show is like, what the fuck are they talking about? They're gonna be exactly like I was. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are they talking
have
about?
to
Go,
look
go
up
watch
these
New
fucking
Girl.
names.
It's actually
Yeah, go watch
really
it.
funny.
It's pretty
so,
fucking
it's a
good.
good show.
I love it.
Really
Yeah.
good show.
So
Also, we need to learn how to play True American one of these days. Have you got that far?
I'm only like
Okay.
three episodes in.
So there's this game that they play, like this gigantic drinking game. It takes up it's like almost like the floor is lava,
Okay.
plus drinking.
Charlie McDennis.
Charlie McDennis.
Yeah. So it's very interesting. I definitely want to learn how to play it because it looks awesome. So
I'm in. So, anyways, now that I'm off on that tangent, Drake, your skill this week. What
I
was
painted.
it? You painted.
Yeah.
What did you paint?
I did paint actually.
Did you?
It's,
Did you?
Do you want to do the reveal?
do you want to pass it to you so you can do the
Yeah, yeah, Drake, you gotta do the reveal. It's your paint. your blood and sweat.
So
If there's actually blood and sweat on this, I'm gonna be really angry.
there's tons of my hair though.
Better become.
So it is kind of
Damn,
weird.
son.
Yeah, it's like a weird.
Look at you. You got a canvas and everything.
Yeah, I went out and I bought it. Like,
Oh, you bought the painting?
well, yeah, I bought the painting.
I didn't do it.
But yeah, no, it started off as a totally different thing. Like, I was just gonna make a joke out of it and like
Okay.
do something funny. So I was
Like a
gonna make
dick?
like a penguin, and I was gonna
That'd be
paint a
pretty
penguin.
awesome.
And
And the penguin got fucked up, so he just did a bunch of black
well,
over the top
no.
of
So
it.
like my worst thing is if I'm looking at something because I finished it. Like the penguin looked fucking super cool. It was like minimalistic, like
Okay.
really, really, really cool for what I was trying to do. I thought it was perfect. And then I took a nap and I woke up and I looked at it and was like, no, that's not right. And then just started fucking with it. And then turned out to be this weird anarchist, like almost like Purge-esque penguin with like a mask.
What's wrong with that? That would have been dope as shit.
Nothing. There was nothing wrong with it. And then I woke up this morning and I looked at it. I was like, this is super fucked up. And I was just like, I'm just going to play some music. And I'm just going to just do something. And I was like sitting at my desk and just like playing music and shit. And then what was the song that came on? It was by Flamethrower. It's an old punk song.
Okay.
And I literally just like, I got super emotional because I got super nostalgic as I was like, I literally just like broke out the black paint and just went to fucking town on it.
No, I'm proud of you. That's better than anything I could ever paint.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put that up. That's gonna be one of our new. That's what we should do. Anything that comes on the show that's like
Yeah, we gotta save
painting
it.
or like just something that you make. We're gonna just put it as memorabilia on the show. We'll have a shelf when we
Fuck
build
yeah.
out the studio, and it'll
Yeah.
just all sit on the shelf.
I'm all
I
about
have
it.
our whole studio pretty much built out in my head already.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting for one of us to buy a house to put a studio in. Basically me. I'm waiting for me to buy a
Right,
fucking
right.
house to put a studio in. So no, that's cool, dude. I'm proud of you for
Yeah,
that.
it was a good time.
That
Can't
was
make
nice, man.
blueberry
I like
crumble,
that.
but he can paint.
Kind of.
He's an artiste.
Well, that night I've been watching a lot of they're basically like vid docs of this really really popular horror. I guess I wouldn't really categorize as a manga because there's not very any. There's never really been a horror drawer, and they're crazy. They're absolutely fucking
Like,
insane.
is it like a sequence of like, is it a story or is it just paintings?
It's like anthologies. So like a bunch of different stories depicting a bunch of different fucking characters. And
but it's not like a
timelines.
book. It's like painting.
Oh, it's a book. He draws every single panel, and they're huge panels. And
Okay.
like these books are like 200 some pages big, and it's terrifying. Like I've never read because I found one online and I was like, oh, like I'm just gonna check these out because I was looking at finding new stuff to look at and like read
Right.
pretty much. And ended up finding this dude, and he's like super popular in Japan. Like he's been around for a super long time, and the way that he draws is insane. It's so crazy, and he does this thing where it's called like it's literally like a page turn, but he builds up suspense in like the previous two pages, and then that final page where like something climactic happens because it's all body horror. Like
Okay.
it's all like not like gore and shit. It's not like that.
Oh.
It's literally like deformation and like some crazy stuff that like really ties into the specific story that he's talking about, and it's literally an entire page. And those entire page things, like it takes him like 9 to 10 hours to draw that one fucking panel.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's
it's fucking
intense.
insane, dude. It's insane.
That's some serious
So
dedication.
like all the lines and stuff, like he's into like aside
Angles
from
and
like
lines.
spheres, but the angles, like you see that a lot with like those
does
big
hard
page
angles and
panels.
everything.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy shit. So like
sounds really cool.
little lines and
Little
font.
lines.
Yeah.
Nice. No, that's what we learned. What we learned this week. Memorabilia. No?
Yeah, dude.
Big fan. Awesome. So, should we just hop right into what the skills for this week are?
Sure.
I'll hop in. All right. Who's starting it off?
I'll go. I'll get it out of the way. So I want to, because I know I haven't done this. I know when we first started, I want to do like the, what was it? It was basically like, I wanted to write more,
Okay.
but as of recent, like the past 2 weeks, I've been dreaming every night, and I want to start keeping a dream journal.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Track the dreams.
Yeah, because I want to find some correlation between it. Because I never used to dream like this. Like every month or so, I'd get like a really vivid one, but it's been every fucking day.
Draw it.
I
Write
can't
it
draw.
and then draw
I can't
it.
draw at all, dude. I can't draw at all.
Paint it. Paint your feelings. I'm gonna
That's a
go
lot of
home.
canvas,
I'm gonna go
man.
home one of these
Right.
days, and Drake's gonna be in the living room with a giant canvas, just in underwear, just
Tarps.
jamming out.
Just tarps everywhere.
You know what you should do? So keep your dream journal, and then at the end of the week, turn all the collaborations of all the stories and stuff that's coming from your dreams, and turn it into like a little short story.
A
That's what
collage.
I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, like turn it into a short story.
That'd be kinda cool.
Yeah.
This was my week. That's kind of crazy. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I like
Big
that.
fan of that. That's an interesting one that you usually don't hear.
I like that one.
All right, cool.
I've always thought about doing that, just never did it. And like I feel like recently, my sleep schedule's so off that I don't really have dreams anymore, which kind of sucks. But
It's
like,
kind of hard to dream when you only work with sleep for 4 hours.
Right, so
Well,
you know,
yeah. And that's like the weirdest part, dude, is like even naps, like 15, 20-minute naps, I will dream vivid as fuck.
That's weird.
So maybe I have like a tumor or something.
Or you're,
I don't think that's
Like
how that works.
pressing
or you're
down.
going through a crisis.
Or yeah, midlife crisis.
Oh my god,
Well,
it's all the
quarter life
DMT.
crisis.
You know? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, all that DMT is sitting in my.
All right, boss, what do you got for us this week?
So I am going to focus on something that's I feel like kind of is more therapeutic for me. So I noticed that a lot of the times, like when I am like stressed out or whatever, I switch to like humor and comedy to kind of like chill myself out a little
Right.
bit.
Makes sense.
So I
Purpose
actually
behind comedy.
I'm focusing on kind of like maybe doing some comedy stuff this week. So
Fuck yeah.
maybe
Do it.
like so I started like a little Twitter page, and then I'm gonna look into other options for me
What's
to,
it?
like,
What's the Twitter page called for
it's
these people?
called Drunken Business Ideas.
Yes.
So feel free to check
So
us
good.
out. It's just
It's so good.
at Drunk Businesses. So basically, I just come up with like stupid ideas, and I tag a bunch of other companies and try to make everybody super awkward.
And they're pretty
So-
good. They're
Fuck
pretty.
yeah.
They're pretty
funny.
awesome
Some of
so
the
far,
ideas
so.
are pretty fucking good. They're outrageous, but they're good.
yeah.
But so I'm gonna focus on doing that, and maybe do a couple other things this week that's kind of focused around like me getting into that kind of field because I'm
Fuck yeah.
not really too familiar with it, but I
With comedy,
yeah.
Yeah.
I just do like the podcast and do what we watch this week and stuff. But like I feel like starting to get a little knack for it, so I'm gonna try it out and see where it takes me.
one of my favorite books, if you get the chance to read it, is
You know I read all the time, so yeah, I got
it's
you.
Born Standing Up. It's Steve Martin wrote it,
okay.
and it is a fabulous book for comedy for people that want to get into
Into
comedy.
it, yeah.
Because obviously that's how I deal with trauma is comedy. So you know,
Yeah.
just kidding. But for real, it is.
No,
It
honestly,
is.
though,
It's-
like,
but
that's a good way to do that, though, 'cause,
that's,
like, kind
that's
of
been
like-
most of my life. Is just like, hey, you're sad. I know what will help.
It helps you take
What
life.
if I be funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just helps you kind of take life less seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
was
like
yeah.
they say that comics are like the most mentally fucked up. Well, not like
You
mentally,
have to
but like
be.
you're
I mean, it's-
fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of more
it's-
cynical.
Here's
Yeah.
what I think it is, though. Are they fucked up, or is it just misunderstood?
It's the perspective.
Is it like a perspective
Yeah.
of a person that doesn't have that? Because, listen, I'm gonna be honest. You heard it. You've heard some of them,
Dude.
When I'm with close friends, my humor goes dark. Like,
Very, very dark.
Dark.
We're like,
But
Jake, you okay, buddy?
for someone to like, and I'll die laughing. The darker
yeah.
it gets, my whole shtick is I like to just narrow in on just
I'm just a
nobody
super
just
specific-
laughing
till
anymore.
nobody's just like,
Yeah.
oh
yeah.
my god,
Just like everybody's like, oh, this guy's
Here's
got
my
some
therapist.
drama. But it's like it's just funny to me. So
Yeah.
it's like, as an outsider, if I were to hear somebody do that, would I think? For me, I wouldn't think. If I hear somebody being really, really dark, I'm be like, this guy fucking gets it.
Yeah.
But for I guess like an outside perspective of somebody that's not usually that
Yeah.
into or not into that kind of dark humor, it's like, I guess they think
they'd
it's
assume
they
that there
think
was-
it's
yeah.
but it's like it's not like I'm hiding a trauma over it. It's just
right.
this is funny to me. I find humor in things that people like. I don't know. I don't want to
like,
get
the-
socially unacceptable.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah,
whole
no.
think like all right. I'm not gonna get too far into the political spectrum here, but think Dave Chappelle, Bill
Yeah.
Burr, right?
Dude.
They don't purposely cross a line.
No.
Like everybody's giving them shit right now. Like Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle just came out with new skits,
Yeah.
right? They are catching so much flack from a
fuck
certain
yeah.
community because of it, and it's somebody wrote a comment or like a tweet that I like when I read it, I was like, oh my God, that's so true.
Mm-hmm.
It's like because everybody's like, oh my God, they're crossing boundaries to cross for the sake of crossing
Shits
boundaries and
giggles,
being like, you know,
controversial,
relevant and everything to get more views.
Back on the
and
spotlight.
somebody's like, no, like they're not changing their comedy. Society is changing its perspective on what they think comedy should be.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up because it's ruining good comics.
Dude,
like if you think Dave Chappelle is bad, go back and listen to like Richard Pryor's old shit.
Richard Pryor, Eddie
Like,
Murphy,
Steve
Harvey,
even
Steve Harvey.
Yo, listen, Bob Saget, had the most raunchy fucking stand up ever. Like raunchy
His kind of throws it
stand-up.
off guard a little bit because it's like all you know him
Full
from
House.
is
fucking
Full House.
Bob
Yeah.
Saget, dude.
Yeah.
Relax.
Dude, he's fucking raw. And it's like none of them are changing. They're doing the same skits or the same shit they've always done.
Yeah.
It's just that you're getting more sensitive.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm over it. That's
the kind of stuff that
Yeah.
like I even with the reviews and stuff, the second I heard that Dave Chappelle's new stand up
I went
was
right
getting
to
bashed,
it.
I was like, fuck yeah, I'm
Yeah,
watching it,
going
dude. Like
right to it.
this has got to be old Chappelle, man.
And there wasn't even anything bad. Like, it was fucking good. And there was
Dude.
nothing. He didn't go overboard with anything, really. He did the same shit that he has literally always done.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is this offensive? This
Yeah.
makes no sense. I haven't seen Bill Burr's yet, but I really want to watch it because it looks fucking hilarious.
Anything Bill Burr does is gonna be
Yeah.
amazing.
His looks fucking good. But yeah, I actually had a shower rant in my head about this shit.
shower
Like,
rant?
I was like, wow, this is fucking stupid. How
Coupled
and
with a
here's
shower
why.
shot of tequila.
Here's why I had this shower rant is because I saw somebody on. I'm just gonna say it. I don't give a shit. Somebody on Facebook had like reshared a post, right?
Yeah.
And it said, "I'm tired of
These motherfucking snakes.
today's
Motherfucking plane.
today's girls like." Wanting a sugar daddy, but not wanting to give any sugar. Suck your way to the top like your mama did.
Oh my God.
And I was
Fucking saw the same thing.
fucking dying when I read it
hilarious.
because that's a joke. It's funny, right?
Yeah.
The first comment underneath this was some dude, some long-haired dude with a man bun, commented and said, "This is super misogynistic and like you're a terrible person for posting this and everything," and like wrote this big comment about it. Now, mind you, I am very good about keeping my wits
Cool,
and
yeah.
not saying anything on Facebook because I know, right?
Because it's meaningless.
Yeah, so I know better than to say anything. So I saw it. I was like, "You're a fucking idiot." Got off. Got in the shower. Right.
Got off.
Fucking
asshole.
Not that way. Got off Facebook and got in the shower. And in the shower, I'm thinking, fuck this. Comedy is
Fuck this
comedy.
guy.
And I'm not going to let this fucking asshole
Yeah.
ruin comedy because that was a funny joke. And I'm not going to let my friend feel bad and have to defend himself because that was fucking hilarious. So
Yeah.
I got back on and I didn't say anything. All I did was post a GIF of a guy throwing a frisbee at a dog, and the
Yeah.
frisbee says joke, and the dog says you, and it just hits the dog and falls. And I just posted that, and I was like, whatever happens, happens. I got 3 comments back from that guy almost immediately.
That's hilarious. He was sitting looking at that post, waiting for someone to
I
fucking...
didn't say anything back to him. I just posted that. It was between that or it's a joke. Those were the 2 I was going to post, and I was like, nah, this is
the dog one.
This is it.
Absolutely
Yeah.
the dog
Absolutely
one.
the dog
And so he commented back with like 3 rants. I read all of them, laughed even harder, and then I just didn't respond.
See, that's the kind of stuff, man. Like, people go out of their way to
be offended.
To be offended, to fight about
like,
shit.
you know it's a joke. You know that that's a joke. It's
If it's reposted
You
in
have
a
to be-
picture form,
Yeah.
like, dude saw it, it's fucking hilarious. He's going to post it because his friends think it's funny. You probably just ended up in his friends list because you probably added him or
he
saw
was over
mutual
here
people.
and he was over here white knighting it up, thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna save all the feminists." No, you're not saving anything. You know what? You know what you're doing? You're creating a worse world because here's why.
You're crafting the narrative into something negative.
And here's
like,
I just had a breakthrough.
It's supposed to be more of like an ironic situation. Like,
Yeah,
now you're just
absolutely.
making it way too real.
Yeah.
you're being an asshole.
I think I
Relax.
found a direct correlation here. This is a breakthrough. You guys ready for this? This is a total breakthrough moment.
Teach
right?
us.
So, people are getting more offended easily nowadays. People like our age, right? Getting more offended easily and not thinking that things are as funny as they should be, even though they are. They're getting more offended by it. Directly correlated to depression and suicide rates skyrocketing for people our age. Do you want to know why? Because you can't fucking laugh at anything anymore.
You're not allowed
That's
to find
depressing.
things
It's
As
you
fuck.
need humor to get over things like that. And
Yeah.
it's like, if you can't laugh at a stupid joke, that is not meant to hurt anyone, then you're going to obviously be depressed because now you can't laugh at fucking anything.
Right, because now you're going to think like, oh, maybe I'm such an asshole because I think this is funny.
Exactly.
So you're not going to show anybody.
Now you fucking hate yourself because some asshole white knight on the internet makes you feel like you're the asshole.
No,
here,
see, and even with that, like, with all the avenues that we have to kind of shoot out our opinions like fucking shit after fucking burrito night, like, people have access to doing that now, and it's not a bad thing. I think everybody should have the opportunity to speak their piece or whatever.
That's totally fine, yeah.
But I also have the same right to tell you to fuck right off.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
No, exactly. But the worst part is people that do those things. Say you go out of your way to fucking white knight somebody or talk about, misogyny or the feminist movement. All of those things are fantastic things that should be announced and have been announced and brought to the spotlight.
Yeah.
You're passionate about it, dude? Go to the rallies. Go do something with the populace that'll progress that.
Yeah, or
don't attack someone on social media because they posted something that's funny. You don't like it, dude? Unadd the guy.
Yeah, just fucking unadd him.
Gone.
It's that
You
easy.
never have to see it again.
Yeah.
There are so many fucking people on this world that you could unadd him and add 3 other motherfuckers, and there's a pretty good chance that one of those other motherfuckers are gonna post a pretty similar thing to that. Guess what, dude? Unadd him, add another motherfucker.
I don't know, and I don't understand what they think they're. I think that people that are that way think that they're progressing us, and they're really not. They are regress. I mean, it is, dude. It's terrible. I mean, you're trying to say that you want unity amongst the people and peace and everything. You are creating the divide.
Dude, walk the walk. Don't be an asshole.
You were literally creating the divide. If you wanna make a change, that's cool. Make a change for something that actually needs to be changed.
Yeah.
Don't fucking call somebody out for a joke on Facebook. You're not doing. All you look like now is the asshole.
Yeah,
you're trying to make me look like the asshole for making the joke. You look like the asshole because you couldn't take the joke.
And that's literally like just the idea of that, attacking someone on social media, like that's a platform. That's a free speaking platform. Like you can post wherever the fuck, obviously within certain guidelines, but depending on the platform too. But like even with that, dude, like that is a space for you to talk about and post things and express certain fucking senses, especially humor. I post memes all the fucking time, dude.
Right.
And like that's the only reason I go on Facebook now, aside from the page the page management.
Right.
But like even with that, you don't have to look at it.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to fucking pay attention to this stuff.
And
like,
the worst part is
separate yourself. You don't like it, fuck off.
It's not even like, all right, so for example, like the gay community.
Yeah.
Big fan. Like, I'm cool with them. I got a bunch of gay friends.
They can dance like a
They're
motherfucker,
hilarious
dude.
as
Awesome.
shit. Like, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, if I go to a party and there's let's say there's a lesbian couple there.
Dude.
Immediately, I'm becoming
with the
friends with that
lesbians,
couple because they're funny as fuck.
And they know how to party.
And they don't give a shit.
No.
They're raunchy. They're funny as shit, right? It's not those people that get offended when I make a joke. It's somebody else that's not even a part of that community.
They're getting offended on their behalf, basically.
Yeah, they're getting offended on their behalf. Meanwhile, the couple's like,
shut
up. That
up.
was fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like, why are you? And it's so fucking stupid. It's so dumb. I just don't get it. And I feel like I can't even talk about it because there's so many other people out there that have brought this same issue up and they just don't understand. Like they're so thick-headed that they don't understand that.
No, because everybody gets their opportunity to shine.
Yeah.
Everybody gets an opportunity to put their foot down, to be that righteous person. And that's cool, man. That's seriously fucking cool.
It's also really easy to do behind a keyboard.
Absolutely.
Oh, God,
It's
absolutely.
The only thing that you have to deal with is a screen. The screen's not going to punch you in the face.
No.
So.
I mean, like, I'd never initially resort to violent action, but like, dude, if say we're at a bar, okay, we're at this fucking like the spot that's not too far from us that has like the vegan menu and everything.
Yeah.
Super fucking cool spot, live music,
it.
amazing spot.
Awesome.
I guarantee with the crowd that's there, if we went there and said a joke like that and it got overheard, someone would say something.
We'd be kicked out.
We'd be kicked out.
But that's the thing, though, is like, I would never resort to violence out the gate, but I'm going to call you a fucking asshole when I think you're an asshole. You want to come to me with some bullshit? Yeah, okay, dude. Guess what? Sit down. Get ready for this fucking shit meal that I'm going to serve to you on a really hot plate because it's coming out fresh.
And I think it's even better to just make another joke after that. Like,
Absolutely.
if you oh, that one offended you? You should fucking hear this one.
Dude,
Yeah, that
I've
just
got a
motivates me to tell
whole
way
fucking-
more jokes at that point.
Like,
So.
I don't know,
Anti-jokes.
it's just-
Here we go. Number one.
Number one. This one's really gonna grind
Just
your
reading
gears,
off your
bud.
list. Yeah.
exactly.
It's just I don't
Just
know.
for this situation, I have a bookmarked website.
It's funny that you mentioned that.
That's probably why I'm afraid to get in. Well, one of the reasons that I'm afraid to get into like actually doing comedy is because I'm afraid that anything I say is going to offend someone.
It's going to.
Not to mention the fact that's not the only reason. The other reason is because I feel like I can't write jokes. So I just feel like I
feel
play
like
off
that'd be
of
really
people.
tough,
You know what
too.
I mean?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I can't write jokes.
Yeah.
I have stories that are funny, but like I don't know.
It's contextual.
It's just hard work.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean,
Yeah.
the comedians, that's fucking hard
It's hard.
work. If
Oh,
you
yeah.
like their whole routine to create one stand-up, like an hour-long stand-up, right, for a big comedian, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's done it for years. They're touring for 2 years prior
Oh,
to
yeah.
that, training on that one 1 hour
Uh,
special.
who was it? I just saw
Bill Burr does it.
Kevin Hart
does it.
He was talking about
Yeah.
his method, where
Yeah.
it's literally like 6 or 7 months of the fucking
The
template
same
going to like
template.
small town.
Yeah, he'll go
Comedy
like all
theaters.
over Philly, all over New
Yeah.
York and shit.
That's
just to
crazy.
these small places, and he'll tell these jokes and refine them and rework them to where
Yeah.
like, okay,
He gets
this
it perfect.
punchline
Perfect
worked, but
timing,
now let's
like-
do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
or say it this way. It's fucking
Yeah.
art. So when people shit on that, it pisses
dude.
me off.
Oh, yeah.
you don't understand how fucking hard these people work
Yeah.
to do this shit.
Well, that's and like with that fallback. I think there's always like the hecklers and stuff when you go to.
I'm
go
cool
to
with
events
hecklers.
like that.
I love hecklers.
But my favorite, I guess, put down, but it was just a super long series of just fucking insults because he was pissed off that things went the way that it did. Was Bill Burr?
Oh yeah.
I think he was in Philly or something like that.
And he got
And yeah, he got heckled and
by
people
the
were like
whole
booing
audience.
him. So he had like what was like a good 15 minutes left
yeah.
of his set, and he just motherfucked up.
The whole city.
You fat fucking assholes! I'm
Like,
never coming back. This
yeah.
fuck, all of you are gonna
Wow.
die of
Did he
fucking heart
really?
cancer.
Oh my
The
God.
whole city, he just shat on. He's like, "You think I want to come to this fucking shithole?" And he was dying laughing the whole time.
Yeah,
and
he's
I'm
like, "You already
"That's-
paid. You're gonna sit
that's-
through this shit."
That's why this guy deserves to be one of the best,
Dude,
because
he's already
he
is
just
one of the
best.
he sees comedy in its purest form, and he's like, "I'm running with it. Like, if you're
Dude,
offended, I
that's
don't
fine, man.
care."
You already paid your ticket prices.
Yeah,
like,
But
you're not
even
getting that money back.
even without like the you know the money aspect of it, because obviously it's a job. That's a full-time fucking job for these guys.
Right.
But on that end of like the response, you're always gonna get people, especially in a comedy scenario. I've never done stand-up or any of the thing like that, but like just watching and listening to like the heckler compilations and stuff. Like what's the name of that guy, the British dude who is fucking phenomenal? yeah.
That's his laugh. It
Yeah.
goes, "Ha ha."
Oh my dude, it is, he laughs.
He does
breathing in.
one-liners, and it's fucking hilarious. And
Yeah, he's good. He's really. I'll have to. I'll look him
yeah,
up.
I
try to
can't
find
think
it.
of his name right now.
But even him, dude, like he tells some really fucked up jokes.
Oh, yeah.
But it's really cool to see those clapbacks that happen when the hecklers come into it, and
'Cause
it's
he's
not
really
like
good with
it's
hecklers.
not like just regular heckling. Like there was one where he had like 2 people heckle like boom boom back to back, and he's like, "Sir, I'm gonna have you wait. I have something else to do right now."
And
then
he
like
just goes
in and like
He's
classic
so
over
good.
here talking about like mom jokes and shit, and then he's like, "Okay," and like goes in on this guy,
And then here's how you know he's a comedy genius is because not only, and this is totally not written, right? Because he's just going off on these people. He'll finish the first guy off, and then he'll go over here, start shitting on him, and then say something like, you know, I don't know, you probably fuck fat whores or something like that. And
Yeah,
then
and
he
then-
goes, speaking of fat whores, your mother
Yeah.
probably knows this guy. And I'm just like, God damn it,
and like
this
even
guy's fucking
yeah,
good.
even on that stand up that happened where he's like dancing with those 2 guys, it was like 35 minutes in, and he just at some point was like he interacted with the crowd again. It was like he was like, "Oh, sir," like da-da-da. He was talking about animals. He's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, dog," and he's like, "Oh, okay, cool. Do you still have that?" He's like, "No." He's like, "So and so's mom ate him." Like, "What'd you do with your dog?" He's like,
Like he will call back like 40
my
minutes
God.
later, and it's so good.
what was-
like?
what
Why
was-
would you heckle somebody that has a microphone on stage? This guy's
Why would
gonna
you heckle
shit
if you're
on
pa-
your
yeah,
life.
If you're
I'm
paying
gonna
for a
look
comedy
him up.
show, why would you heckle in general?
fantastic.
Like that's,
I don't know.
feel like that's such like a rude
when they
thing
get
to do.
drunk and they think that
Oh,
that's
yeah.
really-
Well, they
It's still like
yeah.
just like it's such an asshole thing to
Yeah.
do. You know, you're paying to be there. That person is like, you know, put all this time and effort into their show.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna sit there and like talk through it.
I think that's
Come on.
probably why I'm a good bartender, because when people yell at me, I don't yell back. I just make jokes. And
Like
laugh.
that guy yesterday.
Yeah, I laughed. I had to walk away. Walker had to finish this guy's
Jimmy
conversation.
Carr.
Jimmy Carr.
Oh,
Jimmy
I
Carr,
have
yeah.
heard
Dude,
Jimmy Carr. Okay.
hilarious.
He's
Yes.
funny as
He's
shit.
good.
String bean looking motherfucker, but he's so goddamn funny.
Yesterday we had this guy that came in that was just yelling up a storm about some
irate.
stuff.
Irate.
Call me, man. I'm out the road.
Nah, it was funny.
Yeah.
I
want to be a
actually-
part of that shit, man.
I got to the point.
Hey, fuck you.
I got to the point where I actually could not hold back, and I physically laughed, and I was like, "Uh-oh!" And I looked away and turned away, and I was like, "Walker's got the rest
I
of
got
this
this.
one."
So I went over to finish
Walker
it off.
just
I was like,
finished
sorry,
it.
man, I don't know what to tell you. And like, I just
Yeah,
finished
it
up the
was so
conversation.
dumb.
And he finally left. And he's like, I'm going to be back in a couple days. And if my money's not back on my card, then
It's like,
blah,
cool,
blah, blah.
bud.
And it's like, yeah, go ahead.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's called pre-authorization.
Yeah,
but
because
it
like
happens.
when you start a tab with somebody, of course, like they scan your card or swipe it, and then
Yeah.
it's pre-authorized, just
Yeah.
in case. Like if you walk out without paying, we still got paid for our stuff.
Yeah.
and that goes off. That goes away in like a day or two.
Right.
And so this guy walks back inside and he's like, "Oh, you guys charged my card, but I paid in cash afterwards." And I'm like, "Oh, sir, that's just for the pre-authorization." He's like, "I can't believe that. How am I
He's
supposed
like,
to
"You
trust
expect me to believe that?"
Yeah, what the hell? Like blah blah blah. I need my money
was
back
bad,
now.
dude.
And it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, man. Like this is how it works.
I'm not
And
gonna
he-
give you cash.
Well, he was shouting in the middle of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Everybody's like just staring at him, and he's just
Yeah.
like throwing a fit at us.
It was
And, like,
funny.
What
It
a
was really
child.
funny. I was-
yeah,
I
we're
was
like,
laughing a
okay,
little
you're
bit.
like 65. Like, chill out before you have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Just go sit down for a second.
Lower that
Yeah.
blood pressure, bud.
Seriously, I don't know.
I just think it's
It's really
That's
funny.
some shit,
yeah.
man. That's some shit.
We were all cracking up about it afterwards, and everybody's making jokes.
Everybody
So
was laughing at him, and I was like, "This is good. This is good. This is I like you."
a
People.
lot of the customers like, yeah, you just make sure that you pre-authorize my card.
Yeah,
please,
Yeah,
please.
because then we'd have to ask the other people, and they're like, "Oh, are you going to pre-authorize it and charge my card?" And they'd be laughing. I was like, "God damn it!"
Well, you got and
so
see, and
good.
that's the part that is really cool because you get those environments where people get it,
Yeah.
and make
Yeah.
jokes about it. So full circle of that conversation. That's how you get past those moments because that's super awkward for
Those
somebody,
people
a
got
third
that.
party observer that's just there having a good time with their family or like meeting up with friends for a good drink and good food. They're sitting there and this dude goes fucking crazy out in public. Like, you don't know what was gonna happen. Dude could have fucking blasted a piece out and started popping people. Like, people are fucking insane. So when you
that string
experience,
beans never hold a gun in his mouth.
no, but like just in a hypothetical situation, you know, like socially you experience these things like people going off in fucking
Right.
public or like the McDonald's freakouts where you see some dude throwing his shit
yeah.
back in the recook it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, dude, give me the food. Like, I'll take free food. Come here. Like, you can be pissed off. You guys remake your shit. Give me that bag of food. Like,
Yeah.
it's cool.
It's ridiculous.
But with shit like that, like if you get those people that are make humor out of it, because it's super awkward. It's super. The second anybody raises their voice in a
Yeah,
public
it's
place, it's
fucking
like,
weird.
what's going on over there?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you're drawing attention to yourself basically as a form of punishment to the person that caused you any sort of
Yeah,
issue.
exactly.
So it's like you're just basically trying to embarrass the person that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Is
I
there.
think like
That's fine, dude.
If I'm
Try.
if I'm the third
I
party,
have no dignity.
if I'm the third party, sometimes I think this would be really fun to get involved and tell
Mm-hmm.
this like just shit on this guy's life. But then another part of me goes, he might hit me, and I don't really.
He might hit me.
Fight,
He's
so,
bigger than I am.
yeah.
See, I
Even if
lost-
he's not bigger than me, I just really am not trying to get into a fight. But
Yeah.
it would be really fun to just shit on your life right now.
Yeah, and that's such a weird contrast because it's like you have to kind of weigh those options
Yeah.
socially.
But I have such good ones. Like one time, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
but
no,
This, listen, I'm critical of my own jokes, right? I fucking died when I told this one because I was like, that was on the spot, perfect.
Yeah.
I was driving along, right? And this guy was fucking going slow as shit. So it was 2 lanes. I passed him, right? Didn't cut him off. I just passed him, right? And I sped up because I was trying to get up to the speed limit.
Yeah.
This is right by our house. Speed up, get to the, and then there's a stoplight, of
Yeah.
course. So I hit the stoplight, and what does he do? He comes around and pulls up next to me. He rolls his window down. And I
Okay.
roll my window down, and I was like, this is going to be a fun one. And he is just motherfucking me. So bad. Just, fuck you, like, you fucking asshole. I was good enough to speed limit and all this shit. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean, and I was trying to like be nice and say sorry. And then he's flipping me off, motherfucking me. I was like, it was at that moment, I was like, all right, now I get the chance to shit on your life. I tried to be nice. You didn't accept it. Here we go.
in a 2-lane road.
And I was like, all right, whatever you say, you cue ball-headed baby-looking motherfucker. Fuck you, you fat piece of shit. And I did. And he's just like, oh, man, fuck you. And takes off. I was like, well, I didn't want to do it.
You brought this on
you
yourself.
brought this on yourself.
Exactly.
And I just,
Kali Ma, man.
yeah, the funniest part was just hearing his voice go squeaky and go, oh, fuck you, man. And
Dude.
just take off. And I was like, I didn't want to be that guy. But
No.
you made me that guy.
Yeah, and it's like it's those back and forths that you get sometimes, especially morally. Because if you're trying to be a nice enough person to where it's like, I understand you're pissed off. Let's try and find some way to fix this. A lot of the
I was
time,
trying to do yesterday, but he
Yeah.
wasn't.
Oh, he wasn't having it.
well, that's
But I was at work, so I couldn't say what I wanted to say.
yeah.
no, of course not. But like that's that line of like decision making that gets popped up where it's like I can pull this pin where I'm like, no, sir, sorry, sir, like the very customer-esque,
Right.
or I can pull this fucking pin. And this pin has a whole Pandora's box worth of content that could potentially come out of it. And that's one thing I'm very happy, a mentality that I don't have anymore, is being scared to get punched.
Yeah.
I don't mind getting punched. So it's like,
Listen, if the joke's funny enough,
dude,
I'll take it.
oh God.
Like go ahead. I'll tell my story next.
There's a dude at work that I used to go back and forth with, and it was kind of one of those situations where it was like you're sitting there, and you have these back and forth moments, and it's like I'm supposed to be a professional in my workplace, like I want to be an upstanding citizen, I want to make sure that this dude gets what he needs out of me doing my job, while not being an asshole. But again, that pin is really fucking nice, and it's really shiny, and I like shiny things. So I pulled that pin, and I didn't mean to, but I did, and I really did. And shit just kind of like falls out of your mouth, and I wish I could give context, but I'm not going to do that. But shit just kind of fell out, and a couple calls back and forth with some people I didn't want to talk to afterwards. Yeah. But it's those moments where it's like, do I really give a fuck? Like that line, that decision making point where it's like, do I really give a fuck about like a stranger?
Right.
Workplace, totally different story. A stranger, that line becomes so fucking thin, especially in aggressive things like being pulled up on at a stoplight.
That was aggressive, bro.
Dude, you came at me wild. Like
I
how
wasn't doing nothing to you. It was minding my business.
in a because I know that road. I know what road you're talking about. That's a 2-lane fucking road. How are you gonna get pissed off if I go around
He
you?
was livid. He was livid.
Relax.
And he was
Get
fat.
some wax.
I was like,
Sit down.
Sorry that you can't get laid, you fat bald piece of shit.
Dude, and it's, I don't know, man. Wait, sorry, your
Well,
story.
now I don't know if I should tell it. I might have to tell it when the mics are off because it involves a previous place of employment that I wouldn't be able to tell the joke unless
It's
I
so
brought
tough,
up,
dude. It's
like,
so tough.
It was fucking good though, and it was the one time in my life where I had to make the decision of either I just keep motherfucking this guy and saying whatever, or I pull the pin.
Yeah.
And I really get to this guy.
Yeah.
And if I pull this pin, I know for a fact that this big fat motherfucker is gonna hit me hard.
Yeah.
And you know what? I pulled that pin and I got my shit rocked.
Yeah.
He hit me so hard.
Oh, I
Yes.
remember. Yeah.
Yes.
I was so angry about that, dude.
He
I
hit
was
me so
fucking
hard.
pissed off.
I was with a group, or another person
Right.
was with me on my side, and then there was
Good
like
guy.
4.
Real good guy.
Yeah, there was 4 guys that were huge hillbilly. I'm talking
huge.
I'm talking like 300-pound
bumpkin.
hillbillies. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Jesus.
big.
Okay.
And he was motherfucking us. We were motherfucking him back. He started it, by the way. He did. If I could tell the whole story, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
He
All
definitely
right.
started
I'm
it.
curious.
And I pulled the pin and said the thing that I really thought was hilarious to say, and it was. And I still to this day don't regret saying it. He hit me so goddamn hard, I did a 360. By the time I turned back around and knew what the fuck happened, my buddy was on the ground and 3 guys were on top of him just beating the shit out of him.
Oh my God.
And I was like,
And that takes-
I said it.
And that takes a lot with that guy. He's got a pretty thick skull.
And then, so I ended up getting no marks. I have no idea how, because he cold clocked me right in the face. I don't know how I didn't get any swollen marks or anything.
Yeah,
but we got out of that, got broken up, and everything was fine. And me and my buddy were walking away, and he's like, "I'll be real honest. I went unconscious at least once or twice." He's like, "I know I went unconscious once. I saw a foot, went out again." And I was like, "I'm so sorry." I pulled some of them off. Like the skinny guy I pulled off.
Yeah.
The other two was like, "There's no fucking way I'm getting them off him."
These 2 gorillas over
Run
here.
up and
Oh.
drop kick.
Oh.
Get away from man.
Yeah, we got our asses beat, but mind you, we were outnumbered and outweighed. So that's all I'm gonna say.
That happens.
So
Yeah, that kind of stuff, man. It makes good stories,
Yeah,
and I
it's
think
so good. I don't regret what I said because it was the funniest fucking. But I can't even tell the punchline on here.
I know.
because the punchline is literally
Yeah,
involves that prior employer.
Yeah,
okay.
So I can't.
yeah, and that's
But it was so good.
yeah.
I'll tell you later. Anyways,
Just muting the microphone.
so good.
Lots of hand motions.
Right. Oh my God! What?
And then it just cuts back in and we're laughing. Like, sorry guys.
But yeah, those moments, man, like it's the toughest, one of the most difficult moments of decision making, I feel.
Yeah.
Like regardless of like that natural fight or flight mechanic, because it has a little bit to do with it, depending on which direction you want to take. But like you know in advance, like if I pull that pin,
it's
I'm
not gonna
going
end
down
well.
a rabbit hole that's either going to end up me buried in a really claustrophobic place, or I'm going to find that cavern, and when that cavern opens up, there's a lot of stuff that's probably living in that cavern, and it's just it's too much.
But
fun.
that's what makes life fun. You know?
Yeah.
You tell good jokes, get your shit kicked in, and then you're good.
Yeah, because I'll admit it right now, I've lost a lot more fights than I've won. And
I think I'm par. I think I'm par.
I haven't been in too many fights, but I'm kind of a big guy, so I feel like that's not really
Yeah,
too fair
you
for
don't
just
a lot of
muscle.
people.
You can just
Yeah.
muscle through shit.
Well, I, mean,
sometimes.
I used to bounce. Ooh, my voice is cracked. Sorry. No, I used to bounce and bartend when I was up in Whitewater, and so there's a lot of big old football players up there. So like,
Right.
You
Causing-
regularly get rocked in the face every once in a while, but like you just kind of
I
got
feel like
used to it.
everybody
after a
needs to
while.
get punched in the face.
Well, okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a humbling experience.
Well,
Yeah, because you're like, wow,
Like, wow,
that
hurt.
fucking hurts.
I'm gonna bleed off that. I think it's a necessity, and I'm not saying go out and fight somebody.
No.
Like go out looking for trouble, but I think at some point in everybody's lives they need to be in a physical altercation.
Yeah.
Just because it teaches you your core survival instinct,
and it
like your
thickens the skin.
your primal fucking fight or flight mechanic kicks in when that adrenaline hits your fucking spine. When you are at that peak of primal aggression of just fuck, fuck, that's when you're at your purest form.
That's
your
probably
most
why,
primitive form.
That's probably why we have all these sensitive Sallys, because they haven't gotten into fights.
Yeah.
And so they're just like,
And that's an issue.
that's their defense mechanism, is getting offended.
Yeah.
Because they've never been in an altercation.
Let's backpedal and use words.
Yeah. Whereas me, it's like, I'm going to just tell a joke.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens. That's my life now.
But yeah, definitely a huge advocate for that kind of stuff. Even like light sparring.
We should just have child fight club.
Child fight club.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to do at least one round.
See, it's like the military. At a certain age,
Or condoning child play clubs.
well, at a certain age, you are by law have to go down a path where you have to at least get into one fist fight.
Yeah. One fist fight.
Like a
Even
good
if
one,
it's in
though.
high school,
not
college.
Not like those wavy arm,
no.
over the
You
head
need to
hammer
get
fist shit,
hit.
like rocked.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be able to tell me what the back of your throat tastes like.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
They're fun. I mean, they're not fun.
they're
but
not
they're,
fun, but, like-
they're learning
Well,
experiences.
yeah, nobody
Like
wins in a fist
I
fight.
said, it's definitely a humbling experience because
Yeah,
like
that's what it
it
is.
just
Oh, yeah,
teaches
it
you like,
sucks.
hey, like, wow, maybe I'm not like as powerful as I thought I was.
Exactly.
Like,
Maybe I won't
maybe
say
should-
that again.
Maybe I
'cause
should keep my mouth
dad
shut.
hurt.
Yeah, you know what I think the funniest epiphany that I ever had with like fist fighting and stuff is when I first started fighting, I was like, oh my god, I punch like I do in my dreams. Like all of my
Super
losses and
soft?
shit,
Yeah.
all of my losses and shit, because I didn't have any form, I didn't have any precision or
Oh,
discipline.
right.
Like every precursor beforehand was those losses. I get shit kicked out of me, unless it was like group fights where I could like sneak in there and
Right.
just snake,
Punch your way in.
yeah, and kick and swing or whatever. But yeah, a lot of those, dude, like it literally felt like, oh my god, I can't punch for shit. Like I just
Yeah.
rocked this guy, and he's still looking at me like, why didn't he go down? Where in the
Because
movies,
you just
I hit
expect,
a guy,
you just expect that you're
and
going
you
to be
get
strong enough
kicked
to
in the face.
Yeah, you expect you're going to be strong enough to knock somebody out because that's what you always
no,
think.
it
But
is
you're
not.
not. Let me tell you, you're not. People got some strong fucking chins on them out there. Okay,
Dude.
I don't know if I've ever knocked anyone out. Nope, I've never.
I have.
I haven't gotten in a whole lot of
I
fights.
have
but
once, yeah.
I've never like actually. No, I don't think so. I mean, I've clocked some people good.
Yeah.
I've done black eyes and shit, but like.
Never
I've
gotten
cut,
that, like-
cut them, but I've never fucking.
Yeah.
See, to be fair, the person that I knocked out was because he like wouldn't leave us alone, and he was like being like really aggressive.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
like, he was also hammered. So it's like,
Oh, right.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
Jesus. You probably didn't even use your full power. You probably just bitch slapped him. That's what I've always wanted to do, though. Like,
Smack
if I were
somebody.
to ever get into a fight again, and I hope
slap the
to
shit out of somebody.
God that I never get in another fight because I'm over him.
you gotta like cup your palm.
Forehand or
Oh God!
backhand?
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! What did I do?
What happened?
I paused it or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're
So
good.
just take a second. Whoa.
It clipped out for a second or two. So,
I like
yeah.
clicked a button. I don't know what I clicked, but a
You
button
probably-
got clicked.
Probably went down to.
I don't know
opening
what
up the
happened,
main-
but I think it's still
window-
there.
That's still
window.
recording.
We're
That's
good. Cool. Anyways,
Hey.
whew, that was scary. Definitely thought we just lost that.
Yeah.
Not that I hope I never get in a fight again.
Yeah.
Okay. But if for some reason an altercation finds its way to me, I'm bitch slapping. I'm just one.
Like-
not a bitch
like a
slap. Actually,
solid-
I'm going full form, not limp wrist either. I'm going full
Rich,
form
yeah.
because then I get to say, even if I get the absolute shit kicked out of me, I can say,
Slapped a bitch.
I bitch slapped you. Like, what are you gonna do to that?
yeah.
And I'm going strong wrist on
Yeah.
it too. Like,
I think my favorite, and I took a lot of inspiration from a buddy of mine because we always used to talk about it. But British, like the British culture when it comes to like violence and stuff. I mean, outside of them being a huge advocate for bare knuckle boxing, which is a fucking insane sport to begin with.
Yeah, it is
it's literally just
nuts.
bar fighting in a ring made of haystacks.
they're nuts.
What?
That's like Russia.
You're just trying to fucking kill each other. It's amazing. But
Hey, if they're down for it.
after years and years, my first experience trying this, absolutely terrible. Or attempting a headbutt is what I was getting to.
no.
So my first attempt at a headbutt absolutely backfired, and I fucked myself up
Yeah.
really bad.
Oh,
Second attempt, because I kind of paid attention, I was practicing a little bit. Amazing. Like if you lead with a headbutt, dude, like, and they're not like, because I'm not a talker. If I get to that point where I make the decision morally and
we're
for self
fighting?
that like I'm going to put my hands on you, I'm just gonna do it. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna yell you. I'm not gonna motherfuck you. Like I'm just going to do it, and you're not gonna see it coming. Like I'm going to get the upper hand, like pocket sand shit. Like
Pakistan.
like I'm gonna, and I'm that guy too, man. I'll kick you in your dick. Like if we're fighting, I'll kick you in your dick, grab your titties, like
Grab
I'll
your
fucking-
titties.
Purple knuckle.
Oh, dude, I've grabbed like handfuls of hair, man. And
Oh,
just
man,
fucking start
you're scrappy
screaming.
as hell.
Oh, dude, I'm not fucking around. I'm gonna win. Fuck you. I have no honor when it comes to it. If we're in a ring and we're doing point fighting, fuck yeah, I will restance. I'll fucking wait for that fucking to go, and we'll go again. But if we're at a bar and you're an asshole and it gets to a physical altercation, I'm going to drag you down that fucking sidewalk, slamming your face into every fucking parking thing I can find.
We probably sound like we're just the biggest assholes,
And I
but
don't-
really,
no.
me and him, we've been through several situations.
Our
Where, like,
entire high school career has
Yeah.
been
Well, even past that.
deflecting
Yeah.
and like trying to reroute these
Yeah.
aggressive angles that were
like,
coming at us. And
we've had.
I'll admit, I was an asshole. I was an
Yeah,
asshole.
yeah.
But
in high school, yeah, but everybody is. But like even past that, like in college, and then like even now as adults, we've hung out with groups where altercations present themselves within people in our group
Dude.
because they're idiots,
Yeah.
and we purposely will not try to fight someone like that. We will.
I will talk you down. That's why I got good at talking.
Yeah,
Like I'll talk you down. Dude.
we'll make everybody laugh, and it'll
Yeah.
all be okay. And we'll all get a drink. But if it comes to that,
I'm not gonna steer away from it.
here it is.
I will teach you the meaning of my last name. It's not going to be a fun experience. But yeah, the headbutt thing. So
Oh, yeah, sorry.
The first time, you watch those movies and stuff, and you kind of get that idea of like the old Bruce Lee movies where you see some dude like do a tornado kick and smash a dude, and then he turns and there's the next guy and he engages and all that stupid. Well, it's not stupid. It's beautiful choreography, and a lot of it is really, really well practiced martial arts. But when you get that mentality in your head of like, oh, I can do that without any formal training, I can do that. Like, I could totally fucking do some of this stuff. I remembered watching, the influence behind it outside of the UK stuff was a movie called Ninja Scroll. It was an old anime.
Scroll.
It was like Ghost in the Shell era, like original Ghost in the Shell
Still the
era.
best kind, yeah.
The best kind of era for those animated movies that came out. Ninja Scroll. Awesome. Recommend it highly for anybody that is interested in watching like really old films. At the very end, there's a really interesting moment where he does something that wasn't expected. Like I would never expect a fight to go a certain direction because you can never really tell with that kind of stuff, especially with anime and stuff like that from that time period. But I remember getting into a scrap with this kid in high school, and I'm just wild swinging haymakers, just hoping to get contact, that kind of stuff, and took him to the ground. And I remembered that moment in that movie. I was like, I'm going to do it, and it's going to be fucking awesome, because we had like a little crowd of people around us, and we're in the grass, and I fucking grabbed this kid by the collars, like this jacket that he was wearing, and I grabbed him, and it was a major tell, dude. Like, I fucking
right up in his face.
Like, full extension. Like, my neck is, like, you could see the veins pumping. Like, I have so much stretch back. So this dude's, like, looking at me, like...
Don't do it.
Like, oh,
Don't do
no.
it.
Like, it's a fucking telltale. It's like how I see haymakers now. Like, if I see one coming, it's like, thank you. Like, thank you, God. Like
I know this is coming.
Like, it's the tells. So I draw all the way back, and I fucking bring it in hard. Because I'm in full mount, dude. I got all the control in the world.
Drake.
Yeah.
I bring it in hard as fuck, thinking, like, I'm just going to get him because he's in the center of my hand. So I'm just going to put it right between my hands.
Got yourself.
Into the dirt. Boom! Fucking forehead straight into the fucking ground. Because all he did was this. He just shifted his head. And I just, boom! Like, and I wanted it. I wanted to. I wanted to hit the grass, but going through his forehead. Like, I wanted to go in the front, out the back, and then hit the grass. Like, I felt my neck, just give up on me.
And that is how Drake Mickey died.
That's how I lost a lot of brain cells.
Oh, Drake, no.
Yeah, so that was the first time I headbutted something. Something, not someone. I tried. And I was, dude, like, you want to talk about that tinnitus mentality? Dude, like, everything was ringing,
there, boss.
black dots all over the place, and, like, dirt and shit on my face. And I was like, I gotta finish. But,
that sounds awful.
yeah, leading with headbutts is always fun, especially if it's not like.
Doesn't sound like
because the next time,
sounds
that was
rough.
like mid
I know.
and everybody's at their heightened awareness shit. But like the
Oh my god.
yeah, the successful one that I had was really funny though, because it was literally like you see it in like soccer games and stuff, where like they're literally like just boom in the chest. Like I caught this dude in the bridge of his nose, and then followed by a push, followed by me picking him up and slamming him into the ground. It was just beautiful.
Kill a guy that way. That's probably why you got a fucked up nose, huh?
Well, I've broken this fucking nose so many goddamn times.
Oh shit.
But yeah, it's always bridge down.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh right.
Yeah, you're never like
don't go
hit
up.
them in the face.
Kill him. Oh shit.
Because all you want to do is fuck up their nose. Because you never do forehead to forehead.
It hurts.
It's stupid. You might as well headbutt a wall.
Yeah, just don't let them have cartilage anymore, and they're fine.
Just flatten it.
Also, shit, totally forgot. I should probably say my skill before we.
Oh my god, dude!
Did we not do that?
Nope, didn't do that one yet.
Sorry. This is a terrible tangent.
No, it's cool. We got off on rants. It's fine. Started with comedy. Got into Drake headbutting the ground. So that's great.
Yeah.
We seem like assholes
Good
now.
story.
I love it. Mine is gonna be rough. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but I want to try it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not eat meat this week.
Really?
I'm gonna
So,
try
like, byproduct too, or are you thinking
Nah. Like I'll
Just
do
like
fish.
you'll do fish?
But I don't
So
want to do any.
vegetarian, then.
Yeah, I don't know which one's which.
It's vegetarian. Vegan is all animal byproduct.
Okay, so
And
I'm not
product.
doing like chicken. I'm not doing steak. I'm not doing beef, pork, any of it.
Okay.
But I'll
So
do
no
fish. Fish
no,
is like my only one.
so like no red meats or
Well,
no
I
chicken.
just I just bought a 12-pack of ramen, so you can have your fun with that.
No, I'm gonna try it.
Because it's fake flavoring, so it's not
gross
actually
stuff.
chicken.
That's even worse for you than eating meat. And I'm not saying that eating meat is bad.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like
No.
it's an essential protein that you're not going to get from other protein sources.
Yes.
So, and collagen, which is really good for you. I'm not saying it's bad. I just think, fuck it. Let's see what it's like.
So
Let's
are
see what
you-
it's like to be a miserable vegetarian.
Are you gonna
I'm just gonna
subsidize that
grill in front of your
protein
guys'
Yeah.
apartment.
with like different
I
powders and stuff?
I
or you
get
gonna-
almonds and all that shit too, but yeah, avocados, all that, and I'll get my proteins in and my essential fats and all that. But yeah, I'm just gonna try.
Actually, I heard something kind of interesting the other day, and I'm not entirely sure if it's true.
What?
So one almond takes, I think it's 1.5 gallons of water to make.
Yeah, they're super bad for the environment.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
really bad
so-
for the environment.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Because I like almonds.
I love
Yeah.
almonds. Yeah, but they.
But I also like water.
You know what though? I actually don't like almonds as much as I do like walnuts and everything else.
See, I'm not a big fan of walnuts.
Oof, I love
You know what
walnuts.
nut
Walnuts are pretty good.
I cannot stand, and I don't know how the fuck people eat
Brazilian
them.
nuts?
Pistachios. Or
Really?
No, not pistachios. Cashews.
What?
Fucking
Oh,
I love
I
cashews.
love cashews.
I love
Those are probably
cashews.
one of my favorites.
Yeah, same here.
Sea salt cashews are like
yeah.
to die for.
Or honey roasted.
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
roasted cashews, son.
can't.
What? Why?
I think it comes from like when I was really young. I remember
the texture of it, or like
not the
Somebody
texture
was
so much,
beating
but
the
like
shit
the
out of you
flavor. Oh yeah, when I smash the shit out of my face. No, no, I just like for some reason the taste is just I can't.
Really?
Yeah, I can't.
It's
I
so
can't do it.
sweet. Like they're so much sweeter than like an almond is. I
Mm.
think personally, like almonds are sweet. What's really cool, like almonds that you're like a little older,
Mm-hmm.
they get a little bit of like a chew to them almost, where they're like
Yes.
softer. Those are fucking delicious. Those are the almonds I like. But I would have cashews before almonds any day of the week.
you guys ever like dry and roast pumpkin seeds?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
yes.
do that
Every
my mom
year.
used to do it all the time.
I still
Yeah.
do that. That's one of my favorite things on the
Yeah.
planet.
Dude,
Still eat
carving
those.
pumpkins, man. That's when you like get the big glob in your hand. You just all the seeds. And you soak them,
right.
and
Oh,
you put all
yeah.
the seasoning on
A
it.
little olive oil, some salt, pepper.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so that's my skill. I'm gonna try it out. I don't know if I'll be able to succeed. Luckily,
I'll give it a shot. See what you can
yeah.
do. You know?
Luckily, with our work, there's options that I can have.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that veggie burger, not bad.
I haven't tried that yet, but I heard
Not
it's
bad.
pretty good.
It's pretty
so.
decent. Especially if you like ask for them to char it a little bit more, like crisp it up, because otherwise it's just too mushy.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
they have to make sure it's pretty charred.
Yeah, because
so
veggie
you get a
burgers are
little crisp.
they're pretty difficult to
Moist,
make.
yeah.
So
And it's not like a bean burger. It's like vegetable, all kinds of different vegetables.
Really?
In there.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, because a lot of the times when you hear it's like a substitute kind of thing.
Yeah, no, this
like
one's
it's
got-
usually like beans or soy.
This
Or,
one's got like corn or not corn, carrot and it's like zucchini. I don't remember what else.
anything
is
with zucchini is amazing,
yeah, zucchini noodles are really good.
dude.
I fucking love
You ever
them.
had a zucchini lasagna?
oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh no, I haven't
Yep.
had lasagna. That sounds awesome.
One of my ex-girlfriend's mom used to make zucchini lasagna.
Yeah,
And at
you
first
should just
I was like, that's
subsidize
fucking
all
weird.
the noodles for zucchini,
It
dude.
was so good.
Interesting. I might have to try that out.
When I was meal prepping, instead of broccoli, because I got fucking sick of broccoli,
Mm-hmm.
I would do zucchini noodles because it soaked up so much flavor from the seasoning of the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, God damn it, that's good.
Dude,
So, fun fact: if you're doing meal preps, zucchini noodles, they're so good.
you know what I fucking hate?
And don't
though?
do regular rice, do quinoa.
Squash noodles.
You hate squash
I
noodles?
hate it.
I don't know
oh
if I've
my
had them.
god, I hate it.
I've had them once, but it wasn't that bad. I
don't know
thought
if
it
I've
was-
had 'em.
it's just like a weird texture
It's
for me.
bland. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't absorb anything. It's just that.
It's just
meat.
noodle.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Like you don't get any flavor. You don't get additive from like the salt or the oils that you use
Right.
when you boil them out. Because you don't even boil them out really. Like you soften
Not
them
really.
up.
Yeah. Because if you boil it too much, then they like fall apart. So
Oh, yeah, I've
Yeah.
never had them.
It's like there's no
stick with zucchini.
yeah. There's no substance to them, and it's just slimy. and
Oh,
blech.
gross. Weird.
Blech.
It's fucking weird.
I remember it was a couple years ago, but I remembered spending almost 24 hours making a pasta sauce the way my dad used to. Well, I'm sure he still does, but like he used to put in fucking work, dude.
Right.
Like making his own sausages and then like buying like really good, really well ratioed like spicy Italian sausages and brats, and like he would add layers of ingredients into the tomato sauce that he made.
Over
and it just,
hours.
oh my god,
Yeah.
dude, it would just simmer. Just all the whole time, just simmering, just melding together in this beautiful melody. And I remember doing that same thing. I literally got the whole recipe from him. I was like, dude, I'm gonna make this work in his previous living arrangement. And it was like, okay, person, I need you to go get noodles because I forgot to buy them. I'm on the
They got
final
squash
steps.
noodles.
They just got squashes, and we had to make. And I was like, optimistic. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I haven't done this before. Like, it's super healthy.
Really
and
like
light.
your
sauce.
Dude, it was disgusting.
I'm sorry.
I was so
really
pissed off.
unfortunate.
And we used all of it. I was like, that's
Damn.
fucking terrible.
That's unfortunate as
Yeah.
fuck.
yeah.
I'd be throwing bows.
Trombone.
Oh God. Anyways,
Some room, I'm throwing
yeah,
elbows.
we'll see. I'll be surprised if I make it the whole week.
I mean, honestly,
I'm
I got some-
optimistic.
You could do it. There's definitely plenty of alternatives out there, so you'll be able to. Like,
I've got the
figure out something else to
willpower.
do.
That's what I'm not afraid of. Like,
Oh, yeah.
me and you were just talking about fasting. Like, I've done 24-hour fasts like they were nothing.
Yeah.
It means it's nothing to me.
I do a lot of them just like without knowing it.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, oh yeah,
Just not
I forgot to eat
thinking
today.
about
Yeah.
eating.
Sometimes, you just don't think about it. But I think once you get past the first one, it's like, oh, that was
You just
super
know what to
'cause
expect.
You understand like what real hunger is
Yeah.
versus like I'm bored.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's how most people eat is boredom.
That's how I got so fat back in the day. I was just like,
getting
I was
bored.
bored, so I was just like, oh yeah, let's eat a whole fucking package of Oreos.
Oh, dude, I could do that no problem.
I'll be honest. I had a craving for Oreos the other night,
Yo.
and I don't know why. Like, I don't even eat Oreos, but I had a mad craving for Oreos the other night.
I always have a craving for Oreos. It's like a constant thing for me.
Remember that thing that came out a couple years back where they were saying that
Oreos?
one of the ingredients in Oreos was more addictive than cocaine?
Cool.
Did you ever read that?
Probably sugar, because that's technically considered.
Yeah, but it was like it was a different, like, it was something in Oreos. I don't know what it was.
That's good
But
marketing,
in
man.
it like chemically in your brain was like more addictive.
Dude, I
than
get it,
cocaine.
man. I get it. Like,
Maybe it is cocaine. Maybe they're just putting cocaine in the
Cocaine?
filling. Cocaine in the filling.
Yeah, actually, there was a protein called CFOs. It was expressed strongly in the area of the brain. Blah 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 blah. Basically, yeah, it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to be as addictive as cocaine.
As addictive. So
As
it's a
addictive,
protein?
Some sort of
how am I
protein, yeah.
not addicted to that? Because I used to eat a fuck ton of Oreos, dude.
But do you not get random cravings for Oreos?
No.
Oh.
I mean, like, I just enjoy Oreos.
I get
Oh
really
no,
I don't
it-
have
it-
a problem.
It causes this protein to like activate in some part of your brain.
Oh, it causes a
yeah,
protein to
so-
activate. So it's a chemical that
Yeah,
that
it's a
activates
chemical
protein
thing
in
that's I don't know how that happens. It's crazy.
the brain. Right?
so
when I
what,
read that, I
like
was like, God
releases
damn.
endorphins, like it's a pleasurable
No,
experience.
Yeah.
it's a protein that's released though, so it shouldn't be. I mean, endorphins aren't a protein, are they?
No,
No.
I'll have to do some more research on this,
Yeah.
but that's actually really interesting.
CFOs is that's what it's called?
Yeah. Look it
Look
up.
it up.
guys.
Look it up. So when you're eating your Oreos, just know you might as well be doing
I'm gonna chop up
cocaine.
my Oreos and sniff them.
Here's a question.
Oh my god.
How do you guys eat your Oreos?
I eat them normally if I have milk. I dunk them in the milk, wait till they're nice and soft,
Yeah.
and I'll put them down my fat little gullet.
That's actually usually how I do it too, but I sometimes like to split it up and
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Eat the filling first.
Right on.
or take one side off of two different cookies and make like a double. and
For
then-
sure.
But here's the thing. I feel bad when I do that because if I split it and I have filling on this side, no filling on this side, I have to eat you first because I know that you don't taste as good. And I'm sorry for that, but you don't taste as good as that one's going to taste. So I eat you first. And then I feel like I'm being
Well, you know what you do? You
know,
save those and you
mean.
crush them up and throw them in some ice cream.
Yep.
Ayo,
Damn.
yes.
Genius.
God damn it, I really want Oreos now.
I'm gonna have to stop and get like a Oreo mixer or something.
Oh, it sounds really good.
Yeah.
Ice cream
like a
break.
Culver's Oreo
Dude.
concrete mixer.
I know which way I'm going home.
God damn it. Sorry,
Don't
everyone.
you have to
out
pass
there.
it anyways to get home?
No.
Either
Well,
direction.
there's
No.
like two different routes that I can take home.
Okay.
Why
that's
would
fair.
I can take country roads.
Why would yeah?
to get
I'll
me
take
home.
you home.
I don't take that road home. I take
Oh, you go the back way. Okay.
No,
I go the
I
front
go.
way.
I go the
that
back
would
way.
be the
He
back
goes,
way.
Yeah, he
the
goes
way
the
that would
front
pass
Oh, yeah,
Culver's to
okay.
get to our house
Yeah,
from
that's
here
one
would
back
be
way.
the back way.
Gotcha.
Because I would take
Is it? Well,
the
well,
not
I guess
back
you
way.
would. Yeah, you.
I would take the main highway.
Yeah.
Not highway, but the main.
access
Tell
point,
the
yeah.
audience
I don't
what's your
fucking-
address?
Yeah,
again?
let me just
I know.
fucking
It's
blurt out my
so-
address
yeah.
here. My dad made a comment about that other day too. He's
he?
like, "Yeah, you brought up that you work at a brewery. That's not a telltale sign." I was
Whatever.
like, "Well, we don't say the city usually, so yeah, they don't know which brewery it is. We don't.
Yeah.
They don't know where we're
Well, there
at."
are actually a couple.
And the
here and
people
there.
that do know where we're at, whatever, they know
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, that's fine.
But for new,
I don't think anybody's gonna
listeners,
hunt us down anytime soon, unless we
don't
really
know.
piss them off.
We're pretty good looking people. We might have stalkers. I don't know. Know what I'm saying? We're up to 300 people on Facebook now.
Is that right? 300?
Over 300.
Wow, that's awesome.
We're like 323 now or something
Damn,
like that. Yeah,
okay.
we're rocking it over
That's
there
awesome.
on that
That's
Facebook.
good to hear.
So yeah, if we could just correlate that to our YouTube and our Patreon.
Or our Patreon.
That'd be great, guys. Thanks.
Hey.
We're at a minute 8 or an hour 8. Sure.
No, we're at a whole minute.
A minute
Oh,
8.
fuck.
Jesus.
We're talking for a whole 68 seconds.
Yeah. We should probably throw it out, end it, dump
so?
it off, huh?
Yeah.
I think
guess
so.
we're done.
We
Pinch
did
her
a
off.
good rant this week. I was
Yeah.
surprised. It was a good comedy rant.
And I'll reiterate, I'm not a violent person.
No, none of us here
This is
are
all
violent people.
contextual, all responsive.
Yeah, we don't. I'd rather.
Except for me,
just-
I beat the shit out of people.
Yeah,
Fuck
Walker
yeah.
does fight clubs daily.
Hell yeah.
Baby fight club.
I'm all about violence.
Yeah.
But I don't endorse it. I don't go out of the way
To find it.
to find it.
Right.
Yeah.
But if it comes to you.
It just happens to find me.
Oh yeah.
God. All right, before we go down this rabbit hole again, thank you all for joining us again for episode 23.
Yeah,
23.
Killing it. Yeah, join our Patreon.
Be sure to keep an eye on other channels that are posting this week.
Yes.
Like what we played this week, what we
Yes.
watched this week, and what we won this week.
What
They'll
we
be
won this
posting-
week had a really good one this week because of you guys probably don't give a shit, but the huge Antonio Brown incident that occurred,
Oh, no,
the multiple Antonio Brown incidents that occurred, it is a fucking good episode. Like, Duke goes in, and it's hilarious.
Please go and check it out.
Go watch that because you will not be disappointed. Also, join our Patreon, like or subscribe to all of us on Facebook. On YouTube. Also, if you go to What We Learned This Week's YouTube channel, it's an easy way for you to find everybody else's YouTube channels because they are featured right on the right-hand side. And you'll see little featured ones. Yeah. So What We Learned This Week is featured all the rest of our YouTubes, and you can just subscribe right there. Make sure you do that.
Yep.
And otherwise,
Get on that.
Yeah. You guys have a great week. It's good talking to you again. Adios, mi amigos.